Have you ever noticed the nurse who makes children laugh, only to sit in her car afterward, feeling nothing at all? Or the father who cheers at sports day but later, when the house is quiet, feels a crushing sadness? These aren't just bad days. There's something deeper. We're taught to perform happiness, to put on a brave face, to keep calm and carry on. The world expects it. Your boss, your children, your friends. So you learn to wear a mask. It's a mask you've perfected. Smiling, laughing, saying, "I'm fine, thanks." So convincingly that even you almost believe it. But beneath, there's quiet desperation. The performance is exhausting, draining every ounce of energy just to keep up appearances. People see the mask and believe it. They see a competent colleague, a loving parent, a reliable friend. They don't see the struggle to get out of bed to function for another day. They see the light, but not the coldness it hides. Many walk among us, faces bright with feigned cheerfulness, high achievers, helpers, the ones who seem to have it all together. They're the last you'd suspect of being unwell, masters of disguise. But inside, it's a landscape of gray, a persistent sadness untouched by outward success. This is the isolating world of smiling depression, and it's more common than you think. Smiling depression isn't a clinical diagnosis, but it's very real. It describes people who experience classic depression, sadness, fatigue, emptiness, yet manage to hide it from the world. They're high-functioning, working, raising families, maintaining social lives, always smiling. The smile is their camouflage, a shield to keep others at bay. Often they fear appearing weak or being a burden, so they deflect, joke, and focus on others. They become experts at hiding in plain sight, their suffering invisible behind a relentless performance. This condition is insidious because it defies our expectations of depression. We imagine depression as someone who can't get out of bed, but for many, the battle is silent and internal. They look and sound fine, sometimes even energetic and positive. But inside, there's numbness and emptiness, a disconnect from life and loved ones. The energy to maintain this facade is immense, like running a marathon daily, never allowed to show fatigue. All their energy goes into appearing okay, leaving little for actual healing. The mask grows heavier, the isolation deeper. They're trapped behind their own smile, and the world rarely sees the truth. This is why smiling depression is so dangerous. It hides in plain sight, and it's easy to miss, but it's real, and it matters. Meet Kofi, a 34-year-old pediatric nurse, husband, and father. He's warm, funny, and beloved at work and home. He's the fun dad, the supportive husband, the reliable friend. Social media shows a happy family, a perfect life. But no one sees Kofi sitting in his car after work, feeling a hollow ache. No one notices the numbness while he plays with his kids, as if he's watching someone else's life. The laughter doesn't reach his eyes. The joy doesn't break through the fog. Kofi feels guilty for his sadness. He has so much to be grateful for. So he pushes the feelings down and pulls the smile tighter. When his wife asks if he's okay, he flashes a grin. Never better, just tired. He's always just tired. Always fine. But he's not fine. He's drowning, unseen. His story is not unique. Many live this way, hiding pain behind a perfect mask. The world sees the smile, not the struggle. And that's the danger. For Kofi, every day is a performance. The moment he wakes, the mask goes on. Cheerful nurse, energetic father, supportive husband. He's so convincing no one questions it. But the emptiness is always there. A cold, heavy void no love or success can fill. He feels like a fraud, separated from life by an invisible wall. He hides his pain, afraid of being seen as weak or a burden. The thought of admitting his struggle feels like failure. So he keeps the mask on, believing it protects those he loves. But the loneliness grows. He's surrounded by people, yet utterly alone. The greatest danger of smiling depression is its invisibility. People like Kofi look fine, so they're often the last to get help. They're masters of concealment, deflecting concern until it's too late. Research shows many who die by suicide showed no outward signs of struggle. They were suffering in silence, hidden behind normality. The energy to maintain the facade can lead to a dangerous state, restless, despairing, yet able to act on dark thoughts. High-functioning depression can be riskier than classic depression because the person has the energy to plan and act. We must unlearn our assumptions about what despair looks like. Sometimes despair is the most cheerful person in the room. The danger is in our blindness. We hear, "I'm fine," and move on, missing the silent plea for help. For those suffering, That easy acceptance deepens the isolation. How do we see what's hidden? It starts with looking beyond the surface. If someone is always fine, always positive, never struggling, pay attention. Overcommitment and perfectionism can be red flags. Constant busyness may be a distraction from pain. Notice if they deflect personal questions or keep conversations light. Listen for self-deprecating jokes or comments about feeling tired or empty. Watch for subtle physical signs: weary eyes, forced energy, a delayed smile. These are cracks in the facade. Trust your instincts. If something feels off, it probably is. Don't ignore the signs. Sometimes the smallest clue is a call for help. If you see yourself in Kofi's story, know this: admitting you're not okay is an act of courage. The first step doesn't have to be dramatic, just a quiet admission to someone you trust. Try journaling. Write honestly about your feelings, even if no one else sees it. Giving your pain a voice can be validating and clarifying. Practice saying no. You don't have to be everything for everyone. Rest is not selfish, it's necessary. You deserve care too. Seeking professional help is a sign of strength, not weakness. A therapist can help you understand your feelings and begin to heal. You don't have to walk this path alone. There is hope, even if it feels distant. Take one small step. Reach out, write it down, or simply rest. Healing starts with honesty. You are not alone in this. There is a way forward, and you deserve to find it. Worried about someone who's always okay? Approach with care. Don't just ask, "Are you okay?" Be specific. "You seem tired lately. How are you really?" Let them know you see them, not just the performance. Share your own struggles to create a safe space for honesty. Normalize talking about mental health, make it a conversation, not a secret. Practice self-compassion for yourself and others. Depression is an illness, not a flaw. Build genuine connections, move beyond small talk. Listen deeply, ask open questions, and offer steady support. A simple message, "Thinking of you," can mean everything. The goal isn't to fix, but to be present. Remind them, and yourself, that no one has to carry their burdens alone. Connection is real, and it heals. Be the person who looks past the smile. Smiling depression is real, and the pain behind your smile is valid. But it doesn't have to last forever. This is not a life sentence. There is a way through. Hope is real, and recovery is possible. You are not weak for feeling this way. You are human. Pain and sadness are not failures. They're part of life. You've been strong for so long. It's okay to let go and ask for help. Talking about mental health must become normal. Check in on your strong friends. Value authenticity over performance. Every time you share, listen, or choose vulnerability, you make the world safer for others. Take a small step. Tell someone, write it down, seek help. Be kind to yourself and others. Look past the smile. Offer your presence. You are not alone, and you don't have to recover alone. The sun will shine again, and this time you'll feel its warmth.